Hey y'all, can you all hear me? If you can hear me, comment yes. If you can hear me, comment yes. Yes. Oh, hold on. If you can hear me, comment yes. Yes, y'all. Let's get up in here. Ew. I'm excited. I am so excited, y'all. First of all, let's get everybody up in here. We're going to give everyone a moment to just get in the room, okay? Let's get our people in here. And if you're excited, comment fully funded in the chat, okay? All right. If you're excited, comment fully funded in the chat. I am so excited, y'all. We are getting everyone up in here. Shout out to y'all on Instagram, okay? Okay, boom. I am so excited, y'all. Not me. Wait. Not me teaching a whole masterclass, living in Senegal, West Africa, on the continent. Not us talking about how to get funding for our Black-owned businesses. Meanwhile, being on the continent, like the ancestors are here. Because all the funding that our ancestors didn't get, all the opportunities that our ancestors didn't get, they're like, yeah, you're going to move to Senegal and you're going to be teaching these people how to get this money while living on the continent. So we have all the energy with us here tonight, okay? We have all the energy with us here tonight. Not us having a whole masterclass low key on the continent. That's really giving what it needs to get. Not me in my whole living room on the continent. Ashe. Somebody comment Ashe in the chat. Somebody comment Ashe in the chat, y'all. If you are on IG, comment Ashe in the chat. And if you are on IG, make sure you get into the room over here on the link in my bio. Join the class now, because let me tell you why. This is where we're going to be sharing the slides. This is where we are going to be diving into the class, okay? So let's get in here, you all. Welcome to the Fully Funded Masterclass. We are going to be talking about how you are going to fund your business, how you are going to get capital the right way, even if you are someone that has been told no over and over and over and over again. I want you to know something right now. All those no's were just a next opportunity. All of those no's were just leading you to your next opportunity. I know sometimes when you are wanting to build your business, you're working so hard, you are trying everything, it feels like, to get to where you need to go. And these doors just seem to keep showing up. No, we're not going to be able to give you funding. No, you didn't win the grant. No, you don't have enough time in business. No, you don't have personal credit. No. But I want to tell you something. All of those no's are just the next opportunity. And what we're going to be covering tonight are some things that you may have been missing in your funding strategy. And we're going to make sure that we fill those up. We're going to make sure that we fill those gaps. We're going to make sure that we get you everything that you need so that you have 100% more success in your funding strategy as we go forward. Okay, somebody comment in the chat, cut the check. Comment, cut the check in the chat. Those of y'all who are on IG, comment, cut the check, and make sure you go ahead to the link in my bio so you can be in here for the class before I shut this live down, okay? Comment, cut the check in the chat, because one thing I want you to realize is that even with the no's, even with the denials, even with what seems like the closed doors, there is always another way. There is always another loan. There is always another opportunity. There is always another grant. And there is always another strategy that you can implement to ensure that the next time you go to apply for funding, you get the yes, right? We want to go from denied to approved, okay? We want to make sure that approvals become more consistent and more available than denials do. So do not let a denial hold you back. Just realize, you know what? Okay, there's got to be another way to do this, because let's talk about the facts. The facts are there's over, $400 million in business funding available for small businesses. There's over $10 billion in business funding available for small businesses. And we know that because this presidential administration has allocated $10 billion to go to small businesses. But the facts are that Black-owned businesses, Black women-owned businesses, and minority-owned businesses typically as a whole only receive 4 to 7% of that money. 4 to 7%, which means the other 96% are going to our non-melanated counterparts. They're going to traditionally white-owned businesses. They're going to white men. They may even be going to white women. So I want you to comment in the chat, it's not enough. Comment in the chat, it's not enough, okay? Because it's not. 4 to 7% for us is not enough. And granted, 4% of, $1 billion is still a lot of money, but think about the 96% that is still on the table or that is not coming to us. And so some of the reasons why we are not getting approved as often are, number one, we typically are not as prepared, which is something we are going to work on tonight. We're going to make sure that when you go to get funding, you're prepared to get funding. Second of all, we are not applying as often as we should. Sometimes our fear is holding us back because we have seen so many denials that we think, you know what, I just don't even feel like putting myself out there again because I don't know if I can deal with another denial. But I need you to use this as a reminder that you have to put your faith before your fear if you want to get these funds, okay? You have to put your faith before your fear if you want to get these funds. Okay, because let me tell you something. Joe and Billy and Bob will have a dream about a business, a dream. They will go and write the business plan. They will go and write the pitch deck. They will take their faithfully confident selves and walk right up to an investor and walk away with a $5 million check. Why not you? Why not you? I want you to comment I'm next in the chat. Comment I am next in the chat. If you're on IG, comment I'm next. If you're in the class right now, comment I'm next. Comment I'm next in the chat, because Billy, Bob, and Joe do it all the time. So we have to put ourselves in a position to put our faith before our fear and do what we need to do to get the results that we are looking for. All right? Let's get right into it. So you are in our fully funded business credit masterclass. We are going to be talking about how you are going to position yourself to get an extra $50,000 to $200,000 in business funding this year. I want to see you guys have the best Q4 that you can possibly have. And a great way to have a great Q4 is to have some extra capital. This is going to put you in position to market. This is going to put you in position to run ads. This is going to put you in position to do so much. So a lot of you guys may be new here. If you don't know me already, my name is Ellie. I am all about helping women start and scale businesses and showing them how they can get funding, because myself, my life completely changed when I started my business. I went from being broke on EBT, living in the corner of my mother's living room just after a divorce in 2020, to making my first $1 million in 10 months online. So I know that if I can do it with 4 kids using a stimulus check, you can absolutely do it with the guidance I'm giving you. I didn't have a me at that time. I didn't have someone teaching a class in the middle of the night showing me how I can leverage my business funding to make more money. So I decided to become the person that I needed to find. So thank God that we turned our test into a testimony, because now I'm here to make sure that more women skip over the pain that I went through, and you can skip right into success. I don't want you to go through all the trials and tribulations that I did. I want you to skip right over that and get right into your bag, okay? So one thing I do want you to know, and one thing I want to ask you is this. I've already said you're going to have to step over your fear and walk with more faith in order to get these funds. I want to know, what are you committed to leaving behind? What are you committed to leaving behind? And I ask you this question because the information I'm going to pour into you tonight, you cannot have this information in your cup and also still have your cup full of doubt, also still have your cup full of fear, also still have your cup full of insecurity. You're going to have to take some things out of your bag. You're going to have to pour some stuff out of your cup and leave it behind. So I want to know, what are you committed to leaving behind right now, tonight? For me, I'm on a daily quest to leave behind insecurity. I'm on a daily quest to leave behind fear, doubt, procrastination. Sometimes it's going to be negative people. Sometimes it's going to be wasting time doing things you know you don't need to do. Comment one thing in the chat that you are committed to leaving behind, because by the time we get to the end of this class, you're going to be a different person than you are right now at this beginning. Why? Because the information you will receive is not going to allow you to go back to thinking the same way. I'm not going to allow you to go back to thinking the same way. So whatever you carried with you into class, whether it was doubt, whether it was procrastination, whether it was anxiety, whether it was insecurity, whether it was laziness, whatever it is, I want you to commit that you're not going to carry that with you out of class. What I want you to carry out of class is action, is execution, is belief, is confidence, is getting to work. That's what I want you to carry out of class. Because why would we spend this next hour and change together if you were going to leave the exact same way that you came in? I'm going to pour into you, so I want you to commit to pouring into yourself, okay? Comment deal in the chat if that is a deal. I see you guys are leaving behind so much. You guys are leaving behind insecurity, fear, procrastination, doubt, all of this. I want you to comment deal in the chat if that is a deal. I'm going to pour into you, and I want you to commit to pouring into yourself and letting all those things that do not serve you, we have to let them go. We have to let them go, because I'll tell you something. Yes, money is going to change your life. Yes, funding is going to give you more opportunities. Yes, so many things that you'll do with your business will change you and will give you more. But you know what I also tell you? Money cannot change your life if your mindset is not ready to change too. Funding cannot change your life if your mindset is not ready to change too. Because I'm going to give you the tools that you need to go and get $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 in funding. But if you still have doubt that you're positioned to do this, if you're still insecure in God's gift to you that you are able to make this dream and this idea and this business come to life, if you're still procrastinating, what is that 50,000 going to do for you? What is that 100,000 going to do for you? You are on a quest, and I am on a quest to help you make more money, but also help you make and elevate your mindset. Because the money alone won't change you, but the mindset is what will change you first, so that the money can change you even more. So let's make sure that we are committed to this before we even get into this class, okay? Good. I see you guys commenting deal, deal, deal. Yes, I see you guys commenting deal. So here's what we are going over in class. I have an agenda for y'all. If you've ever been in a class with me, you know I do not play. All right. So we are going to be talking about your business foundation. We are going to go over how you're going to build in each tier. And then lastly, we are going to be covering personal credit tips plus leverage. I want you to pay very much attention to what I just said there. Comment the word leverage in the chat. We are talking leverage, okay? Leverage. Money loves to be leveraged. We love leverage. And we're going to talk about how you are going to use your funding to get assets like cars, like real estate, like Airbnbs, like passive income, because that is the real key. I don't want you to get $50,000 just so you can put the screenshot on your Instagram like we see so many people do. I want you to get $50,000 in funding so that you can leverage that to put a down payment on a house, so you can buy a car and put it on Turo, so you can get 3 vending machines, so you can have some Airbnbs, so that you have multiple streams of income. This is not the screenshot crew, right? We want to get funding so we can actually get to work and make some money. I will take some money over a screenshot any day, okay? Let's build real wealth and let's use funding to get there. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into our section 1. Now, those of you who are on Instagram, I love y'all, but you need to get in this class. So if you are still on my IG watching, which a lot of y'all are, I want you to go to the link in my bio. As soon as you click, you'll see join the fully funded class. Go ahead and come on in here, okay? Because you need to see these slides, all right? I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to do this, okay? Before I shut this IG down, let's get into it. All right, so let's talk about your business foundation, y'all. Here's the thing. A lot of us want to get funding. We want to invite funding to our house, right? We want to have company, laundry all on the floor, dishes all in the sink, floor not clean, child. You know, it's dusty in here. Funding doesn't want to come hang out with you if you're not ready. Funding is not trying to come to your house, AKA your business, if you don't have it together. I want you to comment clean up in the chat. Comment clean up in the chat, okay? It's time to clean up. Yes, I'm your auntie, and I'm letting you know, go clean up your room, because you can't go nowhere until that room is clean, okay? Until them dishes is done. Trauma, right? We all have trauma from our aunties, our moms, somebody telling us to go clean up and go do the dishes. But it's time to clean up. You are not going to be able to have success in your funding if you are not having a clean and clear foundation. So I got to take y'all back to basics a little bit, and I want to give you guys some facts on business funding. Because here's the thing. You guys are going to see a lot of information all over social media, all over the internet, right? There's so much out there, but I want you guys to know the real and the truth and the strategy behind how to build your business credit and how to do it the right way. Because again, I don't want you to just get funding one time. I want you to be able to secure funding over and over and over and over again. So that means we got to clean up that house, okay? So, excuse me, let's get clear on your business entities, okay? Now, I want you guys to know something, and many of you may already know this. However, it is important to know what types of entities you can build business credit with. A sole proprietorship, it is possible because you have an EIN, but it is not recommended. You do not want to be building business credit if you are still using a DBA and you are only having your own name. You need to either have an LLC, a corporation, or a partnership, okay? LLC, corporation, partnership. These are your business entities, all right? And you guys can see here on the slides, these are specific steps that you should take to make sure that if you have any one of these entities, these are the things that you need to have to go along with it. So if there's any one of you in here who are working with your spouse, you have a partnership, y'all should be building business credit. If there's any one of you in here who is thinking in the future that you want to open up a corp, that is also going to be able to build business credit under a specific corporation EIN. Many of you guys have an LLC. You must have an EIN that goes along with it. Now, let's get into some details on that. Getting your EIN. A lot of you guys, if you need to ever get a new one, you need to do it online. You need to save that to your computer. And if any of you ever have lost your EIN number or you need to change information on your EIN, you need to call that number, okay? Those of y'all who are on IG, the number is on the slide, okay? It's too long for me to read it out. It's 1-800-829-4933. So come get in class. You need to call that number. And the reason why I provide this to you is because things happen. I've had to call this number in the past. You want to make sure that if you already have an LLC that you've had open for a while, and maybe you've had an EIN for it, you could possibly have 2 years, 3 years of history with this business. But if you don't know the status of your EIN, or if you need to update information on your EIN, this is the number that you need to call. Now, let's talk about making your business verified, okay? We know what it means to be verified on IG. We know what it means to get verified on Twitter. You want to make sure that your business is verified as well. Now, I talk to you guys about this all the time. I want you to make sure that you have a dedicated business phone number. You can do this with Google Voice, with G Suite. You also want to make sure that your business phone number is listed online. Now, what I mean by this, right? We know that there's a such thing as yellow pages. We don't really use yellow pages anymore, but you can list your business phone number in directory services. The reason that lenders like this, and not all lenders, but some lenders will look for this, is because they're seeing it as if your business is listed in multiple places, that gives your business the opportunity to make more sales, which means that your business is not going to default on this loan. It also contributes to the validity of your business. I want you guys to comment the word verified in the chat. Comment verified in the chat. So this also contributes to the validity of your business, right? Now, here's something I want to tell you guys as well. For those of you who have a business, which is all of you, okay? Having your dedicated business phone number. I want to give you guys a hack to where you can have a business credit account immediately, all right? Comment ready in the chat if you are ready. Comment ready in the chat if you are ready. I want to give you a hack where you can have a business phone number and a business credit account for your phone immediately. So a lot of y'all use, Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint. I don't even know, it's Sprint out of business, but you know what I mean, okay? Now, one thing that I want you to realize is that you need to call your phone provider and you need to request that you would like to open up or transfer your existing account into a new account that is in your business name. You also want to tell them that you want to port your current phone number over to your new business line. They're going to ask you for your LLC, your EIN, a little bit of information about your business, and maybe your DUNS number. And now this business account will be listed in your business name through this business provider. It is going to report to your business credit, especially if you decide to finance a phone. Now, here's what's going to happen that a lot of us don't realize. When you open up this business account, right, you are going to immediately qualify for a certain line of credit. Now, when I first did this, I got $7,500. When my students have done this, it's varied from anywhere from $2,500 to $15,000 on a business line for you to use for your phone. phones. Now, if you decide to go ahead and get a new phone, then you are going to, when you make those payments are going to show up on your business credit because you are making a payment onto that business line of credit that you got from Verizon or T-Mobile or Sprint or AT&T. So let me just make sure I run that back, okay? You already have a phone. You're using it for Instagram. You're using it to be on this class probably. You're using it to go on social media. You're using it for your business. You need to call your phone provider and request to open up or transfer your service to a business line that you want to port your current phone number, and you want to request a business line of credit so that you can upgrade or get a new device. All of this is now going to report over to your business credit. And if your phone wasn't already a tax write-off, because the fact that it is in your business name, it is going to be a tax write-off completely. Comment got it in the chat if you got it, because I need to make sure y'all are picking this up. This is an immediate business credit account that you can get as soon as you make the phone call, as soon as you get to work. What did I say? I said, I want you guys to walk away from tonight with execution, with action. No more procrastination, no more fear, no more doubt. It's time for us to get to work. And that is one quick win that you can get right away. Okay, I see you guys commenting. Got it. Good. So that's something I want to see you do. All right. Now, in addition to this, you need to have your domain, your website, or landing page. Okay. The reason why this is important, and I want you to think in the mind of a lender. If someone is coming to you, you have two applicants. One of them has, a new business, maybe a year in business, and the other as well has a new business, a year in business. But one of them has no business phone number, no business bank account, no domain, no email. They just have an Instagram page. The other has a domain, email, business address, landing page, and a business phone number. You as the lender, which business feels like the best business to go with? Which business feels more ready, right? Obviously, business number two. So when it comes to having your domain, your website, your landing page, I don't want you to feel like you need a whole $5,000 website in order to go apply. Getting your landing page is as simple as going to Fiverr.com, and I'm showing y'all right here. It is as simple as going to Fiverr.com. Let me share my screen. You are going to search for landing page designer. And as you can see, you have prices ranging from $50 to $100, $90, $20. You simply need to have a site that is connected to your domain so that when your lender goes to www.ashleysbusiness.com, they can see that there is a way for your customer to learn about your business, buy from your business, or connect with your business. Please do not tell your lender that your strategy for making sales is by telling your customer to DM you or text you on WhatsApp to buy your product. That's not what we want. Okay, remember, we inviting them over and the house is clean. We want the house clean. We don't want any laundry on the floor, right? We don't want any of these things, okay? So that is a quick way that you can have an online presence without necessarily breaking the bank. I know that many of you are still working on your sites, you're working on getting online. That is a quick way that you can have someone do this for you so that you can be better positioned to build business credit and to get business funding overall. Now, I mentioned these already: your business email, your website, your business address, your business phone number. You're only going to need a fax number if someone requests it. And I can tell you guys, if that happens, you can just go to ringcentral.com, pay $9.99 for 1 month, get a fax number, and you're good to go. Okay. These are just some things for you to keep in mind. I want you to realize that the way you present your business is letting lenders know and is letting customers know how successful you want to be. So I want you to really audit yourself. I want you to audit your page. I want you to audit your Instagram. I want you to audit your thoughts about your business, because what you put into your business is what you're going to get out. What you put into the preparedness you are when you approach a lender is what you're going to get out. That's it. Like I told y'all, mindset first, money comes immediately after. So everything that I'm telling you all here about making your business verified is all about ensuring that you are presenting yourself as professionally as possible to increase your chances of getting funding. Now, I want to give you guys some tips on a DUNS number. If you already have a DUNS number, comment yes or no in the chat. If you already have a DUNS number, comment yes or no in the chat. Let me just tell you one thing right now. Do not pay for that extra DUNS service. DUNS is a private company, so they do want to make money. But whether you pay for that extra service or not, DUNS is always going to be reporting your business credit information. Dun & Bradstreet is always going to be reporting your business credit information. So what DUNS stands for is a Data Universal Numbering System. Data Universal Numbering System. And so essentially it is their way of your business, right, goes into that numbering system. So when you go to a lender, when you get a credit card, when you even open up a business bank account, they're running a check with Dun & Bradstreet. They're checking your status on the Data Universal Numbering System dashboard. So this is why it's very important to have one, but it is not necessary for you to pay them. And shout out to DUNS. I love them, but I'm not going to tell you how to spend money that you don't have to spend, okay? Either way, your information is being reported. Now, you also need to make sure you save this number. If you ever need to make changes on your Dun & Bradstreet information, your business name, your NAICS code, your industry, your address, you need to call this number. It is very important that the information that Dun & Bradstreet has is identical to what is on your LLC and what is on your business bank account, because if things don't match, that can absolutely lead to a denial. If things don't match, that can lead to a denial. So if your LLC has one name or address, if your business bank account has a different address and your DUNS number has another one, this can lead to a denial, all right? So let's talk about now getting deeper into your foundation. Now we cleaned up the house a little bit, right? We got the laundry off the floor, you know what I'm saying? We put a couple dishes away. Let's really make our business sparkle. Let's really make sure that we have an excellent business foundation, all right? So one thing that I want you guys to understand, there are 4 important ratings to consider. This is what I'm telling y'all, okay? You want to make sure that when you're going into building your business credit and when you're going into getting funding, that you understand all the things a lender is looking for. They're not just looking for, your business address, right? They're not just looking for your domain or your phone number. There are 4 key categories here. The first is your DTB rating. DTB, all right? That stands for days beyond terms. Everybody comment DTB in the chat, because I need to make sure y'all picking this up. Comment DTB in the chat. That is your days beyond term. This refers to how long after the agreed upon due date that your payment was made. Business credit bureaus will rate you as, anticipate or prompt when you pay early and on time. Early even has a better rating than paying on time. So you have to understand that there are different ways lenders that your score is calculated with Dun & Bradstreet and with the other bureaus, and these are some of the things to consider. Secondly is your credit utilization. Just like with personal credit, business credit also looks at your utilization. However, the threshold is a lot higher with business credit. So with personal credit, they want us to stay under 30%. With business credit, you are even able to go up as high as 60% without it really having any negative effect. In fact, the more credit you are using makes a lender know that your business is operating, your business is working, as long as your payments are also on time. Okay, your payment history is category number 3, similar to your DTB rating, but it includes charge cards and net 30s. All right. So when you have your Amexes, when you have your credit cards, when you have your net 30 payments, your payment history is looking at, did they pay this within 30 days like they were supposed to do? And then lastly, the fourth section is your length of credit history. How long your business has been building business credit. So the biggest thing I want you to understand here, if anyone in this class, if anyone on this live in this room has said, oh, I'm going to wait. I don't think I'm ready. I'm going to wait to build business credit because I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm ready. Well, maybe this isn't the right business. I want you to stop waiting. I want you to stop waiting. Your biggest advantage in how much funding you can achieve and how far your business can go comes down to the length of your credit history. The longer you're in business, the longer you're building business credit, that's really going to help you get more funding. So I want you to comment in the chat, start now. I want you to comment in the chat, start now. Okay, now. Because that is very, very key. And even if you are someone who only has 6 months of credit history, having 6 months is better than having 3 months. Having a year is better than having 8 months. The sooner you start, the more you can do. So we're going to talk about some ways to start as well. Now, there's so many creative ways to fund multiple businesses. If you are someone in here that has more than one LLC, comment me in the chat. If you are someone in here that has more than one LLC or is thinking about having more than one LLC, comment me in the chat. So you are in position to obtain multiple LLCs. Let me tell you something. The average multimillionaire has 43 to 47 different LLCs. Why? Part of it is for asset protection. A part of it is they definitely do have multiple businesses and diversification. But an even bigger part of it is that having multiple LLCs allows you to build multiple lines of business credit and get more funding. So the way that our community is sometimes afraid to have more businesses, afraid to have more LLCs, we want to do everything under one business, y'all. We want to sell hair, do nails, do lashes, have a shea butter line, have a daycare, Airbnb, real estate, cars, a painting company, a trucking company, all under one LLC. Why? Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Why? No, ma'am. Open another LLC, okay? We want to do it all under one business name. And whole time, the way the game is meant to be played is you're supposed to have multiple LLCs so you can build in multiple ways and you can, structure your assets and diversify your assets so that if somebody who buys from your shea butter business has an allergic reaction and they decide to take you to court, they can also get some money from your Airbnbs, from your daycare, from your eyelash company, from your hair company, from your trucking company, and from your churro cars. We got to diversify, okay? You're going to make sure with those different LLCs that you open each one a business bank account. You're going to obtain a payment processor for each one, and you want to make sure that you're utilizing the funding of one business to fund another business. So let's break that down, right? Let's say that your shea butter business gets $20,000 in business funding, and you're like, you know what? I was in Ellie's class, and I got to leverage this funding to go ahead and get me another asset that is going to make me money. So we take a portion of that $20,000, let's say we take $5,000, and we utilize that to go and get a vending machine. Guess what? We form another LLC for the vending machine business, and you utilize those funds to build another business that can now go and make money for you. So now the vending machine business is up and running. Your vending machine is making you $1,000 a month passively. 4-6 months into the process, you go ahead and apply for a business line of credit for $10,000. And you say, you know what, I really like this. I'm going to go ahead and leverage this $10,000 and give me a little car to put on churro. Now we go ahead and get a separate business entity for that. We buy the car in our business name. We put that car on Turo, it starts to make $2,000 a month. Now we got $3,000 a month coming in passive income from assets that we purchase by leveraging business funding. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down right now? Comment got it in the chat if you got it. This is how you rinse and repeat the process so that you are utilizing your funding in a way that actually helps you to build wealth, that actually helps you to build multiple income streams. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting in? Okay, comment got it if you got it. So let's talk about getting your business bank accounts, because I'm sure you guys have some, and if you don't, this is the time for you. This is the perfect section in class for you. But I've listed here a couple of the banks that I recommend getting, especially as a newer business. Credit unions, Chase is a great one. Novo is a great online bank. And KeyBank is one of the best business bank accounts to get as a new business because they are very lender friendly. So when you go to KeyBank, you want to apply over the phone and ask for a new business funding specialist, okay? You want to ask for a new business funding specialist. That way, you're getting your business credit account or your business bank account, and you're already starting to communicate with someone about the ability for you to get funding for your business, which ends up leading to more approvals. KeyBank has a $5,000 to $50,000 new business funding program that is available per state. All right. So I want you to look up KeyBank in your state, call, like I said, see what funding options they have available in that state for you and your program, and go ahead and get this money. So that's another quick win that you can get right now. Okay. Comment action in the chat if you are going to take action. Comment action in the chat if you are going to take action. And you know what? I'm going to just say this. I'm going to make sure that by the end of this class, if y'all are ready to continue on to part 2, because this is just the top of the surface, okay? At the end of class, I'm going to invite you guys to part 2, because I just know, I'm like, you know what? We cannot stop now. We're not even at the middle of class yet, but I'm like, I want to make sure that you guys know the journey does not have to stop here. I want to make sure that you guys are getting funding for the long term, okay? Now, let's talk about something very important. We cleaned up the house a little bit. You know, we got the clothes up off the floor, child. We done the dishes. You know, now it's time to really make sure it's sparkling. I want you guys to understand the importance of documenting your income. I want you to comment me in the chat if you know anyone, or if you are a business that was not able to take advantage of certain loans during COVID. You were not able to take advantage of certain programs because your business income was not documented. You had Cash App, you had Venmo, or your business really didn't have sales yet, or you didn't have a business bank account. I want you to comment me in the chat if you know a business, or if you are a business that relates to that exact story. I know so many at that time who could not get an EIDL loan, who could not get a PPP loan, even though they really, truly qualified, right? Who could not do so many things simply because even if the business was making money, there was no proof. And see, in our communities, we grow up with the thought that everything should be in cash, right? Because we don't want, we don't want Uncle Sam to know, we don't want to put our money in banks, right? We have some of these thoughts because of what our ancestors have gone through in this country. So a lot of our financial mismanagement is connected to trauma. A lot of our financial mismanagement when it comes to funding, when it comes to documenting our income, when it comes to personal credit, it's connected to trauma because our great-grandfather put his money in a bank account and, the white boys came and stole it and there was no protection. But I want you guys to know we're in a different time now. You are at an advantage. When you show what you're making, this is going to help you actually get more. So if you are someone that operates in cash, I want you to set up deposit days. Comment deposit days in the chat. Comment deposit days in the chat. I want you to set up your deposit days. I'm not going to tell you that you automatically have to stop operating in cash, because I understand if you are a service-based business, you do hair, you do lashes, you are an esthetician, whatever the case is, people pay you in cash. But you have to set up your deposit days. So that means if you do someone's, eyelash set on the Monday and they pay you $250, you have to decide, okay, all the money that I make in a week, the day I deposit it into the bank is Thursday at 12 o'clock. And so what this is going to do is create a pattern of consistency in your bank account. So every Thursday, we see a deposit. Every Thursday, bloop, bloop, deposit, 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 deposit. Now, what this does is when a lender asks you for your bank statements, they're able to see consistency of deposit, which to them means consistency of sales. But if you're making your money in cash, child, and then you're just going and doing what you want to do. You went to go get gas. You went to go get some food. You went to go to Target. And then you only deposited $5 of what you made. You're basically showing the lender that your business made $5. So let me tell you something. You have to pay your business first before you pay yourself. You have to make sure the money is showing in your business bank account first before you go and get that Chipotle. Before you go, and get the Red Lobster, before you go and have the brunch date, it has to show up in your business bank account so that you are getting more funding. Let's get into it. You want to implement receipt tracking after deposits and provide receipt to customers. For other services, you can also use PayPal, Square, Stripe for your payment processors. I know a lot of us love Cash App. It's connected to Square. No. Instead of using Cash App, go ahead and install Stripe or Square as your payment processor. People can now just put their phone on top of your phone and pay you with Apple Pay. But at minimum, you are using a payment processor, which is going to help you get more funding because you will start to qualify for a line of credit within Stripe, within Square, within PayPal. It's called their working capital program. And then additionally, when your deposits are coming through, they are coming from a business institution like Square, like Stripe, like Capital. That is what is actually going to help you make more money and help you get more funding. All right. I know that Cash App and Venmo are convenient and easy, but we don't want to just do what's easy and then end up sacrificing the money. Okay. Deposit days, document your income, utilize a payment processor, and make sure that where it makes sense, you are sending invoices, you are sending receipts. Okay, this is really, really key. Now, let's get into establishing your score. I want y'all to get a higher score. The same way we're going to build our personal credit, I want y'all to get a little bit more business credit, okay? I want us to raise the score. I want us to have a better business credit score. So I want to talk to you guys about the ways that you're going to build in each tier. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Now, the reason I break this down into tiers is because I want you to know that with business credit, you are building and gaining progress. You are building and gaining progress. If y'all are gaining value so far, comment value in the chat. If y'all are getting value so far, if you're taking notes, okay, comment value in the chat because I want to make sure I'm going to pour into you, but are you pouring into yourself? If you are getting some value and you are taking notes, comment value in the chat, okay? All right, I see some value. I see some value. So let me keep going. So let's talk about Tier 1 business credit. Now, we have cleaned up our house. We've made our business verified. We've made sure to document our income. We have a business phone number, business address, business bank account. We have all these good things. Now we want to ensure that we are positioning ourselves to have a great score. So the first type of business credit that you're going to get that is very easy to secure is tier 1 credit. This is going to be your net 30s. These are going to be your charge accounts, any type of account that you are given 30 to 60 days to buy something and pay it back is typically going to be a tier 1 type of account. Now, if you're someone in here who's already started to build your business credit, but you don't have the score that you would like to have, or you are still getting denials, you should consider adding more tier 1 accounts. The great thing about tier 1 is that you can go back and add as many as you need at any time that you need. So we've got Uline, Quill, Crown, Shirtsy, Wise, etc. All of these are tier 1 accounts that when you buy, you pay it back. And one thing that's very key here is you want to ensure these are reporting to your business credit. If for any reason you do not see a payment from any of these reporting, you are going to contact them, get a statement of your ledger, which basically shows what you borrowed and what you paid back, and you are going to send that directly to the bureaus, Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian, so that you can have it manually reported. Now let's talk about tier 2. Okay, now tier 2 is where we start getting some revolving lines of credit. And a lot of these are going to be vendor accounts. Now, again, if you are someone that has been building business credit, but you have not seen the results that you want, you may want to add more tier 2 accounts. These are going to be your gas cards, Amazon, Staples, Office Depot, and so many more that I will give you guys in part 2 of this class, all right? So many more lenders that you are going to be able to establish funding with. And the great thing about this is, if you are someone that's been building, if you are someone that is working on getting their score, when you open up multiple tier 1 and tier 2 accounts, guess what? This contributes to you having a higher cumulative total credit line on your business credit. So if you get $5,000 from Amazon, $5,000 from Shell, all the way up to all these lenders, that's $30,000 in cumulative business credit that is reporting on your account. Versus if you only have one, what you're showing the lender is, yes, I have one $5,000 credit account. It's in good standing. But if you're showing them that you have 6 $5,000 business credit accounts that are all in good standing, they're seeing it as you have the ability to manage a higher cumulative amount of credit. Comment got it in the chat if you got it. This is why we want to add on more accounts. Even if you are someone that's been building for a while, if your business credit is at a place where it has plateaued, consider adding more accounts. And then lastly, we're going to get into tier 3. This is where you're going to get larger lines of credit. This is where you're going to start getting some of your business credit cards like your Amex, your Delta, your Capital One, your Wells Fargo. Even though we don't really like Wells Fargo like that, but y'all know what I'm saying. This is going to be where you are getting more credit cards that are revolving, but these are ones that are going to contribute to better payment history, especially when you pay on time, and they're going to contribute to your DTB rating, okay? DTB rating, as I mentioned to you earlier. So I want you guys to write down some of these lenders. Now, y'all on Instagram, I done gave you some time. So I want you to go to the link in my bio and join the class because these slides are right here and I want you to come and see them. All right. So head to the link in my bio. You can click on the link that says join the class now, join the fully funded class now, and you'll get right into the room. All right. Love y'all, IG. I'll see you guys in the class. Okay, boom. So let's talk about Blue Line, Clearmain, Cabbage, Funbox, okay? And I have shared with you the minimum the minimum credit that is required because I want you to know that getting business credit at times is still going to require you to have and furnish your personal credit information. But if you are someone in here that doesn't have the best personal credit yet, you have options, all right? So we've got QuickBridge, we've got Flora, we've got SnapCap, we've got Credibly. These are all really great places that I have used, my students have used. And again, I've helped people to secure over $8 million in funding since I started my business in 2020. 2021. So if they can do it, you can do it. Comment I'm next in the chat. Comment I'm next in the chat, okay? Comment I'm next in the chat. If they can do it, you can do it. So since we are talking about your personal credit, and I know all of you don't have the best personal credit yet, but I want to make sure that you do. So let me just run these lenders back so that you guys are situated. We're talking Blue Vine, we're talking Clearbank, we're talking Cabbage, we're talking Funbox, okay? We're talking QuickBridge, Flora, SnapCap, and Credibly. There are so many more that I will be giving you again as we go into part 2, all right? But these are great ones that you can start with, especially if you are someone that is in business for at least 6 months to a year. You don't have the best personal credit, but you do have a plan for your business. You have already started to make some sales. You have a marketing strategy. These lenders can approve you. So let's talk about how you're going to get your personal credit together. Because here's the thing, right? Even though we're cleaning up our house, funding is like a little more comfortable coming in, I want you guys to operate with financial excellence across the board, all right? I want you to operate with financial excellence in every way, all the way. So I want you to have excellent money management. I want you to have excellent documentation. I want you to have excellent business credit. I want you to have excellent personal credit. So I want to talk to you guys about the relationship between business and personal credit and how you are going to use both of these to help you leverage. Now, first things first, if you have a credit card in here, comment me. If you have a credit card and you want to pay that balance down, also comment me, okay? Because I know I do, all right? I'm not too bad with my credit cards, but I have one that's a little bit higher than I want it to be. And I'm like, girl, go ahead and get serious and pay this down, okay? Comment me in the chat. So one thing that I have learned works, that I have used in my own personal credit, I went from a 520 personal credit to a 700 personal credit score. So I've seen my credit go up, down, and back up again. And my 3-pay credit strategy is a game changer. The first thing you are going to do is make your first payment before the statement date. Before the statement date. So if you don't know when your statement date is, I want you to call your credit card company, get your statement date, and I want you to add that date into your calendar. You should be making your first payment before the statement date, either a day before or 2 or 3 days before. Next, you're going to make your second payment between that date that you just paid and your due date. So if your statement date is on the 15th, you make your payment on the 14th. And if your due date is on the 28th, you make that second payment right before, okay? And then lastly, you're gonna make your third payment either one day before the due date or on the due date. Now, I know you're thinking, girl, wait a minute, this is too many payments. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to be making higher payments, but for example, if you were going to pay $100 on your actual due date, what you're going to do is simply split that payment into 3. So you're going to make $33 of payment before your statement date, another payment right before the due date, and then another on the due date. And the reason this 3-pay credit strategy works is this. Your company is going to see that you're making more payments, which changes how they report your rating to the bureaus. So instead of them just reporting one payment, they're reporting multiple payments. And so what this is doing is not only building your personal credit score, but it is also building up your relationship with the lender. So now they see you as someone that is early, also on time, and making an additional payment to get your balance down. This also helps you to pay less interest. Interest is calculated with your credit cards on a 30-day basis. So the earlier you pay, you're starting to chop down that interest way in advance. I want you to comment got it in the chat if you got it. Comment got it in the chat if you got it, because this is something that you can implement right away to see results, okay? And that's what we're about. You guys already promised me that you are going to come in here and you're going to leave behind doubt. You're going to leave behind insecurity. You're going to leave behind procrastination. So let's make sure we put this into place. Now, in addition to this, let's go over your personal credit roadmap. First thing you guys should be doing is checking for errors on your report. Let me tell you something. When you pull your report, if it has an old address, that's one reason that one of your accounts can definitely be removed, especially if you have collections. If it has an old phone number, an incorrect spelling of your name, an old work environment, or an old job location, that is a reason that any account that is connected to that incorrect information can be removed. So it's so important to check for the errors on your report because this could be what is keeping your credit score down. Secondly, you have to add credit builder accounts, and we're going to go over a few right now. Thirdly, you have to dispute collections, y'all. Before you pay it, dispute it. And one of the ways that you're going to dispute this is to send them a letter. I have so many letter templates that I have used to fix my own credit. And again, I want y'all to win. I believe in teaching you guys how to fish. So that is something I will be providing to you guys as we get into part 2, okay? Next, you want to decrease your utilization. So my 3-pay credit strategy that I shared with you is going to help you decrease this utilization. If you are at 80% utilization, our job is to get that down. That's going to help your score go up. And next is to add trade lines. Now, let me give you guys some tools that you can use to achieve all of these. I want you to pay attention because these are going to help you decrease your utilization, add more trade lines, and do a lot of fantastic things with your credit. So one thing I want to dive into before we touch on buying real estate and Airbnbs, child, hold on. My slides is like, give it to them now. But before we get into this, I want you guys to see some of the accounts that you're going to be able to utilize to build up your personal credit. One of them is called AVA, A-V-A. I'm going to share my screen right now. If you are on my page, you may have heard me talk about AVA. This is a great way for you to build up your personal credit without doing a lot of work. So I want you guys to see something. When you get this card with AVA, it is a $2,500 limit card. And what you will do is when you go ahead and apply for the account, you're going to get your $2,500 card immediately. No credit check. It's an instant approval. Now, the reason why this works is that AVA is going to give you $2,500 on a credit card, but you're only able to use a small portion of it to pay for some subscriptions, things like Netflix, things like Spotify, Hulu, YouTube. And the reason that this works, y'all, is it is going to significantly decrease your utilization. So it's going to add $2,500 onto your account, but you're only using $25 of that $2,500. So what that does is it creates a huge boost in your score. Every single student I've recommended this to has seen their score go up between 20 and 40 points, me included. This is an immediate win that I want you guys to add onto your account right now, okay? Now, another that I want you all to use is Credit Strong. And I'm going to go to their site right now. Credit Strong is something that you can utilize for both personal and business. So on the business side, you are able to utilize Credit Strong as a way to essentially lend money to yourself. And at the end of your payment history, that cash loan is available to you. Now, on the personal side is very similar. If you've ever used Self-Lender or any kind of a credit builder account in that way, you have the ability to get access to these funds with almost a guaranteed payment on the front end, or you can make your payments first, and then at the end of your installments, you get all the money back that you paid into. But these are absolutely going to improve your credit, and you're going to see these results happen within the first 60 to 90 days. As soon as you have 2 to 3 months of payments reported, the game has started to change. Now, I want to give y'all one more. Can I give y'all one more account? Comment yes in the chat if I can give y'all one more account, okay? Comment yes in the chat if I can give y'all one more account. Yes, yes, yes. I see you guys. Okay. All right, so let's go to eCredible. Now, I'm going to make sure after class I send you guys a link so that you can get a discount on your eCredible subscription. So eCredible is great for personal credit. I'm going to talk to you guys about its business credit capabilities because, of course, I want to see y'all win. So with eCredible, their business lift, a lot of you guys are already paying things like a lease. You might be paying Wi-Fi. You might be paying for your phone bill. You might be paying for a certain vendor or supplier. eCredible is going to take those accounts and report them onto your business credit. So if they have not been reporting already, eCredible is going to make sure that all of those accounts get reported so that your business credit goes up significantly. Now, in addition to that, the subscription to eCredible is $9 a month, and that is also going to report. So they're reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, CreditSafe, and Experian. So you're getting an extra report, you're getting an extra boost, all in these ways to help your credit get together. Similarly, on the personal side, there's some amazing options that you can use because I want to see y'all win so we can get this money, okay? I want to see y'all win so we can get this money. Comment I'm ready in the chat if you are ready. All right, comment I'm ready in the chat if you are ready. So that was Ava, eCredible, Credit Strong, and I will make sure I send you guys links so that you can get a discount when you start with eCredible and with Credit Strong. Now let's talk about how we are going to leverage this money to get y'all some passive income. Now, there's so many ways that you can do this with real estate, with Airbnb, with getting a car in your business name, so many things, but I just wanted you guys to see what is possible. I want you guys to see the tip of possibility here. So as I mentioned, we're not gonna add all of our businesses under one entity. You're gonna make sure that you have a different LLC. You wanna make sure that that LLC is listed as property management or management or short-term rental, okay? You wanna make sure that you are building business credit. So with the business that you have now, you should leverage or you should be building for at least 6 months, at least, in order to do what I'm telling you. In order for you to position yourself to secure the funds that you need to leverage that and go purchase either real estate or start an Airbnb or any other income producing asset that you choose. Now, you also want to make sure you make your business verifiable and keep some reserves. So let's run this play and let me kind of show you how this works. So the business that you have now, you're going to build business credit. You're going to get a $15,000 loan or line of credit. And then we're going to leverage that to start an Airbnb. We're going to use that to pay a couple months of rent. We're going to get our furniture. And now we have a new business that is going to pay us passively between $2,000 to $4,000 a month, depending on what type of Airbnb you get. Or you're going to leverage that $15,000 to put a down payment on real estate, which is going to get you a tenant, and that's going to make you passive income. Or you're going to use that $15,000 to get you a content studio or a commercial space, which you can then turn into a space where people can pay you by the hour to record their content, their YouTube, their podcasts, all because you have leveraged your business and personal credit to get you funds. This is what we call getting the bag, splitting the bag, and flipping the bag, okay? I want you to comment, flip the bag in the chat. Flip the bag in the chat. Now, as you can imagine, you'll rinse and repeat. So once your content studio is making money, once your Airbnb is making money, once your real estate is making money, you have a different business entity for that, which is going into a business bank account. 6 months down the road, you're building business credit. Guess what you go and do? You go and rinse and repeat. You go and run the process again. And now that business is able to leverage funding to go and get another income producing asset. So we're going to get the bag. That's getting the loan. Then you are going to split that bag. So you're going to be using a portion of that for your current business and another portion to get an asset. And then you're going to flip that bag, which is the last step where the money you actually use to secure the asset starts to make you more money. So these are just all of the different ways that you can leverage your business to secure funding that helps you to do more. Because not only do I want you to get funding and allow that to help you be successful in your current business, I want you to understand the strategy. I want you to understand the strategy and how you can leverage business funding to do multiple things. Every single billionaire you see, every single one. What's his name? The crazy one. Grant Cardone, Elon, what's his name? Bill from Microsoft. Every single billionaire, multimillionaire leverages other people's money. They leverage funding. Apple has something crazy like, I don't even know, hundreds of billions of dollars in cash reserves because they only operate on debt. Your cash, your money is your greatest asset. Your business credit is the greatest thing that you can leverage. This is why having many LLCs, this is why understanding how to leverage is the best benefit to you. And I want you to see how this connects and how it is going to position you to not only be the first millionaire in your family, but position you to build wealth. Do you really believe you are the wealth builder and the legacy builder that your family has been waiting for? I want you to comment, I am, in the chat. I want you to comment, I am, in the chat if you really believe that you can be the one that breaks the cycle, that you can be the one that breaks the pattern. You can be the one that changes the way finances have been going in your family history. Nobody in your family right now might believe that you can absolutely leverage private money, business credit cards, business credit, or an SBA loan to secure assets. You might explain this to them and say, you know what? I heard that that's not true. Nah, because Uncle Jimmy tried to do that and he got in some trouble, right? You know what I mean. You know that you are the one who's thinking differently. You know that you are the one who is like, you know what? There's gotta be a way. I have this idea. I can't stop thinking about my business. I want more for my kids. I want to have these assets. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to build real estate. I want to be able to have passive income. There is a way for you to make it happen. And it is by understanding how to build business credit, secure funding, grow your business, and leverage that funding to help you get more assets. This is the key. I want you to comment the word tired in the chat. Comment tired in the chat if you are tired of using your own money. Comment tired in the chat if you are tired of it not working. Comment tired in the chat if you are tired of taking somebody's course online who only gave you 3 pages of information, not enough, and didn't help you actually get to where you needed to go. And I want us to have a real conversation about this because I too am a course creator. I too have an online business helping people to get funding, but I know the reality. I know that sometimes we go out there and we put our hope on the line and we give somebody, $2,997 to get a program that didn't give us anything in the first place. I want you to comment tired in the chat if you are tired of it. I want you to comment tired if you are tired of not being able to do the things that you want to do for your family. I want you to comment tired if you are tired of looking at that vision board, sis, and nothing has come to life yet. I want you to comment tired if you are tired of asking God for the same thing and it feels like it hasn't come. I want you to know that God has not given up on you. I want you to know that God is hearing you. Sometimes he's saying, I just need you to turn this way. You want to keep going this way to get the result, and I just need you to turn right. I just need you to just shift a little bit and change your strategy. He hasn't given up on you. You are still meant to make this business happen. You are definitely meant to be the one that changes the way your family talks and thinks about money. You are going to give your kids a better relationship with money and a better opportunity than you had. And I want to make sure that that comes to reality. So you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We've covered so much tonight. We've covered your funding. We've covered business credit. We've covered lenders. We've covered personal credit. I want you to comment more in the chat if you want me to keep going. Comment more in the chat if you want more. I want you to comment more in the chat if you want more, because y'all know I'm doing what I love. I can stand here with you guys for an hour, 10 hours. Child, if you can stay up, I can stay up, okay? I want you to comment more in the chat. And you know what? I want to ask you something. If we could do this for an hour, if we could do this for 2 hours, is this something that you guys could do with me for 1 week? If we could spend this time together talking about funding, getting you some strategies, getting you together, is this something that you could do with me for 1 week? Could we be in class together, getting your business funded, writing your business plans, getting your pitch deck, going over your business credit strategy, doing the work together in class? Could we do this together for 1 week? I want you to comment yes or no in the chat. Because like I said, I told you guys, I'm going to invite you to a part 2, but I want to make sure, can you do this with me every day? Can you give yourself 6 days to be committed to getting your business funded before we get to the end of this year? Because there is so much money out here. There are so many grants. There are so many loan opportunities. All you need is your business plan. There are investors that want to hear about your business. There are $10 billion given by Joe Biden and our Black Vice President Kamala Harris, 2 small businesses, but the money hasn't trickled down to our businesses yet because we haven't mastered how to find it. But I want to make sure that we find it together. If we can do this every day, child, then I'm going to invite y'all to my fully funded challenge. Okay? Because, the party doesn't have to end here. I want to spend 6 days with you in class, live, where we are going to learn and implement the strategies that you need to secure 5 figures and more in business funding. Over the last 2.5 years, I have helped my students get over $8 million in funding, and I don't plan to stop now. There is so much money out here. And you know what? I was thinking, I'm like, what is going to be the best way to give my community the results they need? Because let me tell you something. You don't need another course. And I sell courses. You do not need another course because you know what, sis? You will buy the course and it will sit on your computer, and I love you. But it will sit on your computer and it will collect dust, and you'll find yourself back at square one feeling like, how come it isn't working? Or you'll buy another course from someone who isn't me, unfortunately, because they've shown you a Lamborghini or they've promised you all these results, and then you open the course, child, and it's 2.5 pages with grammar errors. And I know y'all have seen it before because I buy courses too because I can study the market. And we got grammar errors, child. We got cussing on the live. It's a lot. I want to give you something different. I want to give you the chance to actually achieve results. I want you to comment the word results in the chat. I want to give you the chance to stop being tired. I want to give you the chance to stop being disappointed. I want you to join over 3,000 other people who have been in challenges with me and gotten results. Because it's September. We started the year in January, and I know you had high goals and expectations for where you wanted to go. And if you haven't done it yet, then let's commit 6 days to make sure that we can do it together. Are you in? Comment I'm in if you are in, and let me break down for you what we are doing for this whole week. First things first, on your bonus VIP day, we are going over personal credit and profit strategy, because here's the thing. I want you to have personal credit, but beyond that, I want you to have profit. And one thing I see talked about so much online, on these Instagrams, on these TikToks, everybody wants you to get funding, but nobody wants to talk to you about how is your business actually going to make profit. I will tell you something, the $8 million plus that we have gotten in funding, these people needed to have profit. So I want to position you for profit. Profit strategy is key. Then we're going straight into a business credit mastery class. If y'all thought today was great, just wait until we are actually in the challenge and we're doing the work together and we're on the computer and you're implementing and my coaches are in class with you. There is so much more. Then we're going over your business plans. This is going to be the best business plan class you have ever taken, period. We will be writing your plan in class. We will be answering questions. I will be able to review it. You are going to feel confident walking out of that class knowing how to apply for loans where they ask you for your business plan. Day 4, we are going over your pitch deck. I want to teach you guys how to pitch perfectly to investors. Comment the word pitch in the chat, because I want you to know something. Getting funding as a Black-owned business is not just an American Express card. It's not just a screenshot from Chase. It's not just a Blue Vine loan, right? You are able to get funding as a Black-owned business by actually pitching to investors. There is a lot of money out here that they want to give to minority-owned businesses, but we haven't stepped up and said, I'm here. This class is going to position you to step up and say, here's my pitch deck, cut the check. All right. Day 5, we are going over grants. We'll be writing grant proposals in class, how you're going to get free money, where you're going to find it. We'll be working with grant experts to make sure that no stone is left unturned when it comes to getting your grant money. And to wrap up the week, child, on day 6, we're going to talk about how you're going to get some passive income. I want to walk you guys through the exact way that I and my other students have bought cars in their business name, bought real estate in their business name, purchased commercial space in their business name, started Airbnbs. Comment the word passive income in the chat, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm excited about the whole week, but I'm particularly excited about day 6. Because this is the whole get the bag, split the bag, flip the bag formula, which, by the way, I did trademark. So if y'all ever hear somebody say get the bag, split the bag, flip the bag, DM me, tell me, because I trademarked that. And I'll have my lawyer contact them real quick, okay? So day 6 is all about funding and passive income, buying cars in your business name, trucking, real estate, Airbnb. You guys should be prepared to be in class. Now, you want to know when. I want you guys to understand everything that you are getting. This is a value of almost $10,000. 1 hour with me in a one-on-one session. If there's anyone in here who's been in a one-on-one with me, you know it's $2,500. And that's just a fact. But I want to set aside 6 days with y'all, not for $10,000, not for $8,000, not for $6,000, not for $5,000, not even for $1,000. I want to ask you something. If you knew that you could invest less than $1,000 into yourself in order to know how to go and secure $50,000 in funding, would it be worth it? Comment, let me know, yes or no. If you knew that you could spend less than $1,000 to get information that would give you $50,000 over and over and over and over again, would it be worth it? Yes or yes? And you knew it was going to work because you already saw proof. So again, you're not going to have to spend 6 days with me for $29.99, $7.99.99. You're not going to have to spend $19.99. You're not even going to have to spend $9.99. You're not even going to have to spend $5.99. I want you guys to secure your seat to this challenge for $397 as a VIP. And let's break this down, sis, because you know what? What's the last thing we spent $397 on? Brunch, our hair, clothes, a flight, Beyonce tickets. Love y'all, but Beyonce tickets. So $397 divided by 6 days, that's going to be about $65 a day. $65 a day for you to go and get the funding knowledge that is going to help you win this year and every single year to come. I want you to comment in the chat, I'm worth it. Comment, I'm worth it in the chat, y'all. Because you know what? I was like, I have to make sure that I do this before the end of the year because Q4 is on the way. And I want you to be able to make as much money as you can in Q4. And the way that you are going to do it is by being able to secure funding. Are y'all ready? Are you worth it? Can you commit $65 a day for 6 days to make sure that you get the funding your business deserves in the short term and in the long term? Because I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. This challenge starts on October 23rd. So we are literally 30 days away. And I want you to know something. The first 15 of you who act fast right now, you guys are going to get an additional grant writing workshop, my investor due diligence checklist, my pitch deck template, my loan officer email template so that you can start sending emails to these lenders now, and then my 1,000 lender list. For the first 15 of y'all that go extremely fast, because I want to know who's really serious or who's just curious. Are you serious about getting funding, or are you just curious to get funding? Comment serious in the chat if you're serious. And let's go ahead and mark your calendar. The challenge starts literally, we're just over 30 days away. October 22nd is your VIP day. Day 1 is the 23rd. We will be in class every single day at 7 Eastern, and every single class is recorded. Even though it's recorded, I still want you to be in the room because there is so much value in being in the room. I want you to comment ready if you're ready. Comment ready if you are ready to get this early bird VIP price of $397. Mark your calendars. Let's get in here and let me show you guys exactly what it looks like when you secure your seat. My team is dropping the link for you guys right now. Y'all are about to join this challenge. So many of you guys said, I'm tired. So many of you guys said, I'm worth it. So many of you guys said you want to get funding for your business. So when you click on the link that has just been dropped, you are going to get straight to our fully funded challenge. Are you tired of using your own money to build your business? Because let's remind ourselves about Billy, John, and Joey. They're the ones out getting 96% of the funding that is available. And our businesses are the ones that need it. And we're not mad, we're motivated. We're going to make sure that we are getting the strategies required to go and get this bag. This is why we have a full day of class committed to your business plan. This is why we have a full day of class committed to your pitch. This is why we have a full day of class committed to your business credit, to grants, to passive income. Because Joey, Billy, and Bob cannot be the only ones getting this money. I want you guys to think about your fully funded lifestyle. What does that dream life look like for you? For me, my dream life was being able to come and live in Senegal, West Africa, in a beautiful apartment right across the street from the beach. This is my fully funded lifestyle. I want to know, what is your fully funded lifestyle? I want you to just sit and think about this. Because like I said, you don't need another course. You don't need somebody else cussing at you on an Instagram class telling you that you haven't gotten funding because you didn't buy their $3,000 program. You don't need another one of those. You don't need another night feeling like it's not working. You don't need another moment thinking that maybe this business just can't happen because you haven't seen results yet. You don't need that. You need a class. You need a community. You need accountability. You need structure. You need commitment. I want you to comment the word commit in the chat if you can commit. Because beyond the fact that this is incredible, beyond the fact that I'm so excited, beyond the fact that you're getting all of this for only $65 a day, $397, beyond all of that as a VIP, this is you committing to yourself, committing to your dream, committing to spending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days deciding that, you know what, my business is going to happen. I am going to learn how to get funding. I am going to walk out of this challenge with funding. I am going to do what I said I was going to do in January and finally make it happen this October. Let me break this down for y'all. When you guys join this challenge, guess what? You're going to start getting funding just in time to make your Black Friday sales happen. Let me make sure y'all can really see me. You are going to get this just in time to get this Black Friday money. Black Friday is November 26th of 2023. Do y'all know that in total, businesses make over $10 billion just in that one day? I want you to get a bag. Comment big bag in the chat. Comment big bag in the chat. I want you to get a big bag. And the way that you are going to be able to get this bag is if you can have access to some capital. That can get you some ads. That can get you some inventory. That can get you some better marketing. That can get you a strategy. Maybe you can hire someone just in time for Black Friday. I have positioned this at this time because I want you to know that you're worth it. I want you to know it's your time. I want you to know I'm so sorry that if you have ever invested in another program and you didn't get the results that you deserve, I want you to know that you deserve to walk away with more than what you came in with. This is why instead of this being $10,000, $9,000, $7,000, $5,000, or even $1,000, I want you to be able to get your VIP ticket for $397. Because if we can spend $397 on brunch, and I love brunch, if we can spend $397 on hair, if we can spend $397 on a mani and a pedi, if we can spend $397 on Beyonce, I want you to know, can you spend $397 on yourself? To get 6 days of information live, not recorded, live. We're going to be doing the work live because you don't need another course. You don't need somebody else, giving you a 2.5-page something with grammatical errors. You don't need that. You need accountability. You need support. You need results. I want you to comment the word sacrifice in the chat. Sis, can I ask you to sacrifice one full set to join the challenge? Can I ask you to sacrifice one full set, one pedicure and manicure, just so you can get in here and get this funding? Can I ask you to tell your hair lady, you know what? I'm going to have to see you after the challenge. Can I ask you to make yourself a priority so that you can get this money? Can I ask you to do something you haven't done yet so you can get results that you haven't had? Is it okay if I ask you that? Can I ask you to decide right now that you are worth $397 so that you can spend 6 days with your homegirl and the ancestors on the continent understanding how to get funding? Can I ask you that? Can you commit to that? Because this is for you. I want you guys to see me as proof. I started my business with $1,200 in the corner of my mother's living room while on EBT. Everything that I have now has been a meticulous construction of using strategies, learning strategies, and applying them to change my life. Everything I learned about business funding, I learned from working at a white-owned startup company where my multimillionaire boss, CEO, leveraged business funding to pay for our entire operation. And so I started to ask questions. And this is before I ever thought about being Ellie Talks Money. This is back in 2016. I said, so how did you get $50 million to start this life insurance company? And you know what? I know that God inspired me to ask that question because God knew that 6 years later, I was going to end up starting a business that helped women and Black entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs of color, just like you guys, to get the results that my CEO got. Because the business he started wasn't anything that someone else couldn't do, but he had access to funds that a lot of us don't have. So when I'm telling y'all about this business plan class, I'm telling you it because I read his business plan. The business plan that led to him getting $50 million, I read it. The pitch deck, I saw it. The marketing strategy, I remember it. It is your time. I want you to comment in the chat, it's my time. Shout out to Jesula. I saw Kiana. I've been seeing y'all names pop up. I want you to get excited, y'all. Every single thing that we are going to do in this challenge, you are never going to find a course where someone gives you all of this at one time. And it's by design. I want to give you something you haven't had so that you can achieve results you haven't seen. I don't want you to have to spend $2,500 to talk to me for 1 hour. I appreciate all my one-on-one clients and I love them, but I'm doing this because I know this is an opportunity for me to help 1,000 people secure funding who may not be in a position to spend $2,500 for a one-on-one consultation, but they can be in a position to sacrifice $397 to get a different result. I want you to comment, I'm ready if you're ready. I want you to comment, I'm ready if you're ready. Let's go through these days. You're going to commit for 6 days, y'all. VIP bonus day. When you join for $397, you're getting all 6 days. Personal credit mastery and profit strategy. I want you all to realize how important this class is. Because like I said, everybody wants to tell you, oh, get your business funding, go get a no-doc loan, but I want to talk to you about profit. Because profit is what is going to build wealth for you. Profit is what is going to make sure that you do become that legacy builder that I know you are, that God knows you are. Profit is what is going to make sure you're still in business 10 years from now. Day 2, we will be going over business credit secrets on a deeper level and my 50K lender strategy. Day 3, the best business plan class you will ever take, y'all. And I'm not saying this to toot my own horn, but I have taught my business plan class a few times and it gets better and better every time. And I cannot wait for y'all to be in the room. Next, pitching to investors and creating your pitch deck. You guys are going to get your pitch deck template. Remember the fast action bonus. I think that there's 2 left. I feel like maybe 13 of y'all have gotten your seats already. And the first 15 get the fast action bonus with the pitch deck template. So you are going to be utilizing this to have a pitch perfect strategy. Day 4, we're getting grants. We're getting all the things. We're getting your grant proposals. We're going over with grant experts what you need to look for. We're understanding how to find government grants. And I'm thinking about adding a bonus, y'all. Y'all let me know, because you're the first group of people I've told about the challenge. It's not even on my page yet. No one knows except for y'all. But I'm thinking about adding a bonus. Comment bonus in the chat if I should add a bonus. Because you know what I was thinking about adding to this class? I'm thinking about making this day 4 class, the grants class. I'm thinking about doing government contracts in this class, grants and government contracts. Comment yes in the chat if I should add that in. If there's any one of y'all that's hesitating to join this challenge, this may be what pushes you over the edge to join. Comment yes in the chat if I should add government contracts to this class. Because I've been feeling it. And you know what? I'm going to extend that fast action bonus. I'm going to extend that 10 more people. If you join right now, you're going to get the fast action bonus. And you know what? I am going to add the government contracts. Let me tell the team right now. Let me text the team right now. Day 4, we will be adding government contracts. Sent. The message has been sent. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. So we're going to do grants and government contracts. Okay. We are going to do grants and government contracts on day 4. I am so excited. So if you are still in here and you haven't gotten your C-check, girl, or boy, for my brothers in here, stop playing. Comment stop playing in the chat so that your fellow business besties in here can get it together. So boom, day 4 is giving grants and government contracts. Day 5, leveraging funding to buy assets, cars, real estate, and more, right? So this ends up being a total of 6 days that we are spending together. Personal credit and profit, business credit and lenders, business plans, pitch perfect, government contracts and grants, okay? And then, of course, leveraging funding to buy assets. So your fast action bonus, you're getting the checklist, you're getting the bonus grant class, you're getting the pitch deck template, the loan officer email template, and my 1,000-person lender list. My 1,000-person lender list. So you know what we will do, y'all? I'm going to show you guys. We're going to update the website. So day 4 is going to show government contracts and grants. So just know it's official. It's going to be on the calendar, okay? So you guys are going to be in here. And I saw some of you guys say this is your birthday week, October 22nd. I'm excited. It's amazing. Our last challenge, we had one of the moms gave birth, y'all, right in the challenge, before class. And the day after giving birth, she was right back on there like, okay, what did I miss yesterday? So that's one of our challenge babies. So any of y'all who are pregnant or having a birthday, we will be celebrating you. So Thursday, the 26th of October, we will be doing government contracts and grants. You'll see that there. And you need to make sure that you're a VIP. If I already haven't made it clear, okay, these are all the benefits you get as a VIP. You have the option to have questions, your live private Q&A. You're getting the bonus VIP class on Sunday for personal credit and profit. You're getting lenders list. You're getting the vending and ATM templates. You're getting access to all of the additional bonuses. You are getting lifetime access to the community and lifetime access to the replay. And there's only $100 difference between general and VIP. So sis, that $100 goes a long way. Go ahead and upgrade. Go ahead and upgrade. Yes, I see you guys are excited. I'm excited. Go ahead and upgrade. Thank you, Tanya. I so appreciate you. She said, Ellie's classes are very thorough. My life is totally different in 1 month with her classes and guidance. That's what I'm talking about. Comment results in the chat. Comment results in the chat. And y'all, I can't wait to share with you guys more results. My team and I are building out an entire website that is just called, elliestestimonials.com. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of testimonials. Because I was like, I don't want to just post testimonials all over my page because that could be annoying. So we're creating a website, Ellie's Testimonials, challenge testimonials that just show you guys all the great students and clients we've had who have joined classes, who've been really happy with the results. And so I can't wait for that to be published. But y'all already know. Y'all know how I come. If this is how I bring in a free class, y'all already know how it's going to be in a paid class. Because one thing I don't play about is money and time. I value you, I value your time, and I value the investment that you're making into yourself. I value that. Y'all know I have clients that have paid several thousands of dollars to work with me privately, and I love that, and I'm grateful, and I'm happy for them, and I love to work with them. And this is an opportunity for you to get a high level of information at a fraction of the cost. Can I give y'all the same amount of game that my $10,000 clients give me? Comment yes in the chat. Can I give y'all the same amount of game that I get from my $10,000 clients? Is that okay? Is it okay if I pour into y'all and hold you guys accountable the same way I hold my $10,000 clients accountable? Is that okay? Because I just want to know if that's okay. If it's not okay, that's okay. I won't give y'all the full shebang. But can I give y'all the $10,000 game that I give my 10K and my 25K clients? Shout out to Egypt. She's in the challenge. Mark your calendar. So here's what I want y'all to do. Next steps for this challenge. You guys should know that you have your daily classes. You'll be getting results in class. I don't want you to be waiting until 2024. And I forgot to even mention this. You guys, as a part of the challenge, are going to be invited to my 2024 graduation mastermind. So as a challenge participant, you're coming to graduation in 2024. I don't have the exact date yet, but it's probably going to be around March, and it's going to be fly, okay? FLY, fly. We are going to be getting all the goods, just giving Black and women excellence, okay, and business bestie excellence in a room. So one thing that I want you to do is in your calendar, I want you to go into your calendar, and I want you to go ahead and add the dates to your calendar from the 22nd through the 27th, 7 p.m. Just go ahead and add it in so that if you got to get someone to watch the kids, you lock it in. If you got to tell hubby, I'm busy, you let him know, okay? If you need to get anything done, make sure that you have October 22nd through the 27th at 7 Eastern blocked off so we can be ready for class, okay? I am so excited. Another thing that I want to mention to you all is that this is a tax write-off. So because of the fact that this is business education, this entire product is a tax write-off. So when you secure your seat, you are going to enter your email address. You are going to get an email with your receipt. Keep that receipt because you are going to write this off of your taxes next year. So boom, you're going to put in your email, your name. And don't forget, those of you who may need to split your payment, use Affirm, use Afterpay, use Klarna, do whatever you have to do, but don't make an excuse, okay? Please don't say I couldn't do it, because you can. I want to make this accessible to you so that you can get in the room, so that you can have this experience, so you can have this accountability, this support, these results. That's what the challenge is about, is getting you results. So if you need to use Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna, whatever you need to do it. Now, one thing I do want to ask y'all, one thing I do want to remind you guys and ask y'all, hold on one second here. If you are someone who just needs 24 or 48 hours to get it together, to get your seat, comment me in the chat. If you're someone in here who just needs 1 or 2 days to get your seat, and that's okay, we're a family. I want to see how I can help you. If you just need 1 or 2 days to get your seat, comment me in the chat. If you're like, girl, I just need until Saturday or Sunday to get my seat, comment me in the chat. Because here's one thing we're going to do. I am going to drop a link to book a call with my team, okay? You are going to, I'm dropping it in the chat, and let me actually share my screen. You're going to go to Coached by Ellie. I dropped the link in the chat. I want you to go here and I want you to book a call, okay? So you're going to click I'm ready to elevate, and boom, you are going to book a call with my team. Now, Saturday and Sunday slots are going to fill up fast. As you can see, Friday is already full. So if you are someone that just needs 1 or 2 days and you don't want to lose your seat and you don't want to lose the bonus, then I want you to book a call. That way my team can help you. We can save your seat. We can help you figure out another way to get your ticket. Let's say if you want to use another financing option, we are going to give you concierge service to get into the challenge, because I don't want you to miss this opportunity, okay? Yes, Nafisa, I see you in here. So let me just show you guys here. I'm going to drop the link. I want to make sure you guys can see it in the chat. Okay, boom. I just dropped it for you. Whoop, there we go. If you are someone that just needs 1 or 2 days, and you're like, girl, I want to be in this, but I just need a second to get everything together. So you can go to www.getcoachedbyellie.com and book a free call to talk with me and my team. Getcoachedbyellie.com. That way, if you do need just 1 or 2 days, we can still get you in. You'll still get the fast action bonus because I'm loyal and I want to make sure I give that to y'all, okay? And of course, you know, we added the government contracts in there. So you got that on day 5, okay? And let's review that again because I don't want y'all to forget. I do not want y'all to forget. So we added that in on the 26th. So it's going to be grants and government contracts so that we can help empower you to know how you can not only get grants for your business, but how you can start to position your business for government contracts as well. Okay. So I'm so excited. So I dropped the link for you guys to book a call with my team. And if you are still working on getting your seat, you guys should see that right here. We still have a few seats left for tonight, but I am so excited for y'all. I'm also checking the chat and the Q&A tab if you have questions. How long are the classes? You should set aside 2 hours. So from 7 to 9. We probably may only go to 1.5 hours, but if you've ever been in a class with me, you know I am thorough, okay? I do not stop until I feel like everyone has what they need. So I would set aside 2 hours. Is there a payment option? I would say, Santa, if you haven't used Affirm, Klarna, or Afterpay yet, go to www.getcoachedbyellie.com and book a call with my team, and we may be able to help you with additional financing. Oh, yeah, but you said doesn't look at credit. Klarna and Affirm do not look at credit, I don't believe. But, you know, if you're finding that that's holding you back, book a call and we can help you in another way. Yes, these are all amazing questions. Good. I don't think I missed anything. I'm so excited. Eula said I don't get off work until 5. Okay, don't worry. It's recorded. So if you get off work at 5, I'm thinking if you're saying 5 Pacific, we'll still be in class. So you can go ahead and jump on for the second half and you'll still get a bunch of great information. Don't forget, you guys, you also have the community access. So in addition to the fact that you are in this challenge with me, you guys are also, what tab am I on? Okay, here we go. You guys also have full access to the community, the private community. So that means even if you are, working, you got the kids, you're late to class, I will be there to catch you up. Your community will be there to catch you up. We have amazing community managers. It is their whole job to make sure that everyone in the challenge is progressing, is learning, is happy, is gaining value. And so they will be in there to make sure that that is happening. Okay. You are in great, great hands. I am so very excited for us to make this the best funding opportunity you have ever had. Like I said, you don't need another course. You don't need someone's rusty $3,000, nothing. You need action. You need accountability. You need to be in the room with me. And I'm so excited to spend this time with you because we're going to get this funding. Yes. Okay. Yep. It's a soft credit check. So what that means is they're not going to affect your score. Nafisa, I'm literally crying because I know this is a new beginning for me after all I've been through. Yes. You are a master manifester. And that's one thing I want you guys to know. I was not even planning to do this challenge. I wasn't. Because I was like, well, I don't know. And then one day, it was after prayer, probably like late at night, I texted my team and I was like, you know what? We need to do a challenge around funding. Because y'all know I've done my Mommy to Millionaire, which I love. I love my Mommy Millionaires. But I felt like my community needed true funding results. And so in the middle of the night, I texted my team. I said, we need to do a funding challenge before the end of this year. That was 2 weeks ago. And here we are. So yes, Nafisa, you are a manifester. Any one of you who are in here and felt like this is exactly what you needed, that means God gave me the idea because you guys were needing it. So I'm just so excited for us to do this. I cannot wait. You guys are the first people to secure your seat. Y'all are the first VIPs. We will be starting literally just barely over 30 days from now. You guys are already going to start being in the community. You guys will already start seeing some of your fast action bonuses uploaded. If you don't see them when you join the challenge tonight, you will see them before Monday. The pitch deck template, loan officer, 1,000 lender list, all these things will be uploaded and you will be able to start getting to work like now. Okay, so it's just a little 30-day countdown until the official day one, but you guys will already be in the community. You'll already be in here. I am so excited. Well, this is what I'm going to do, y'all. Yes, Audrey knows. Audrey's been in a challenge with me, y'all. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I love what I do. I am passionate about this. I am purposed to do this, and I pour in because y'all deserve it. So it really is going to be so amazing. So next steps, I want you to mark your calendar. I want you to, just get ready, wait for everything to get uploaded into your portal so you can start getting to work. I want you to introduce yourself in the private community as we get ready for the challenge, and get ready because we'll be getting more and more people in. Start telling people about the challenge, get excited. And I also want you to start thinking about what is your fully funded lifestyle? What does that look like for you? And let's make sure that we get you guys to that lifestyle. Yes, I cannot wait. So if you haven't gotten your seat yet, secure your seat or book a call with my team by going to getcoachedbyellie.com. That way you can speak to someone over the weekend. I think you guys have to hurry though, because Saturday slots are almost gone. And you will still get the fast action bonus. We'll still honor the price. And again, this is our early bird price. So the price will go up to $497 before the challenge starts. So y'all locked yourself in at $397, which is amazing. So I don't want you guys to wait too long to secure your seat, because the later people are going to have to pay a higher price. Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you for an amazing class. I cannot wait to see you guys in the challenge. And yes, tonight's class is recorded. So if you want to double back and watch this again, or if you have any questions, you will get an email with the link to tonight's replay. All right. Love y'all. Have a beautiful night. I will see you guys very soon. Bye. Let's get into this challenge.